Welcome back to another exciting chariot-themed episode of Danger Games, everybody! Yes, very good. Yes. A thrilling start to the race, I'm sure everyone will agree. That was way more eventful than even I had anticipated. That was exciting and bloody and dangerous. And how do you feel about your various positions of where you are now, folks?
Yeah,
really good.
You two are doing all right. This is your game. Like, you two are doing Ross and Dan are like smashing it.
I just played too many video games, I think, and I was just like, I'm going to do the leapy thing.
Do the leapy thing. People should leapy, I think, more in games. Like, I always thought, like, there should be more bits for it. There should be more... I like a system that can have, like, a little bit more leeway with a bit more jumpy and things like that, and a bit more, like, changing the battlefield a little bit more rather than moving forward in your set sort of, like, circumstances. So I'm always in favour of... I say blurring the rules. I don't think we did blur many rules with you jumping chariots. I think that's pretty much it. There might have been another check I needed you to make, but yeah, it's interesting you say it's their game. I mean, Baron fucking smashed it, but then also came off the Chariots. So if you were hoping for artillery for the rest of he'd be really useful to have the Chariot right now.
Oh, he'd be great right now. Can you imagine?
Yeah,
that'd be fantastic.
If I hadn't flown up, then the Thunder Wave would have killed our goats as well. And we'd all be jogging. So it just about works. I feel for you
they're
guys,
not
like
goats as well. They're donkeys.
Whatever they are,
donkeys,
hairy bastards. I feel for you guys, like the piloting, driving. It's always just the worst job in these kind of encounters. It's because it's the same in Starfinder with Starship Combat, where the round starts with who's the pilot. Okay, make one die roll that will hinge how well everyone else's turn goes, and then you're like 3. Oh, great, sorry, that's me done. And it's so demoralizing to do.
You also have the finger blades on your wheels to use whenever you so like, as that's only the main rider who can use those. However, the only person that's been near you within striking distance of them has been Dan.
I know, exactly. Yeah, and
that might change. Most times, shattered remnants of the Chariot might be pulling close to your wheels, though, very, very shortly. So that is something to bear in mind. Whichever of you is going to pull the reins. I love that we started this out of character with you two not knowing who's going to have the reins, and now in character, both of you are like, still don't know who's going to be on the reins.
I mean, I'm happy for him to take the reins if he so wishes. It's more because you came after, so it's just like you crack the reins and he's just literally behind being like, I'll take those reins, sort of like, all right. But,
I could see that. He could see that
because I tell you what, seeing Liax leapy and be a bit of a ledge, like Rama's probably keen to get in there,
as is
doing some stuff.
Yeah, as is Dash. Dash kind of wants to just start fighting.
But
then he's a fighter, isn't he? So he's like, there's no point in driving is boring.
Let's all get off the Chariot.
Yeah. Screw this Chariot.
Less Mario Kart, more Super Mario Brothers. Just start bouncing from one to the other.
Dash, it is worth noting as well that you, in a lot of depictions of your character, you sort of look a little bit more donkey than you do horse, and you're pulling 2 donkeys at the moment. There's a little thing going on there, isn't there?
No, the's not. He's not a donkey, man.
I'm never saying he's a donkey.
Are you suggesting Dash should leap down and like become the 3rd donkey?
I mean, he's got the highest move speed out of all of you, I think.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Is it higher than a donkey?
I am not going to tell you.
Oh, because that would be amazing.
Imagine he just starts pulling a chariot and like that's how we win.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Well.
Who knows?
Well, I mean, maybe we'll find out.
Would Rama still have to make drive checks to mush?
Yeah.
You can try and entertain the crowd with one of your famous backflips.
Can do that, yeah.
And that'll take you clean off the Chariot.
Absolutely. I did think about it. Just do a nice superhero landing and watch it flying off, and Rama's just left by himself.
That's the one thing the Baron needs to bring him down even more now, is for someone to overtake someone with a faster move speed to be running.
Well, we're going to jump right back in to where we left from last fortnight. As we have it, currently in the lead in the first few rounds of this Chariot race are just by literally an axe beak's beak the Plunderbolts. They have taken first place, but not by very much. They've just overtaken Facefax. On the Plunderbolt's Chariot, with Stronzo Stromboni, is Liax the Lionheart from the Deadly Digits, who is plowing through the Plunderbolts. Gladiator by gladiator. He's just working his way through them. Some way behind them are the Deadly Digits as they are careening round to the side, pushed so by Mostine, who have had their horse taken out by the Baron's Thunderwave. And then squashed further into the corner behind two of them, on the least favourable side of the racecourse, is Dan the Handbag Man, who, you know what? He's got both of his beasts. He hasn't taken any damage to his chariot apart from that one javelin. I'm just putting it out there. He's still intact. Like, he's still a contender. Oh, yeah. It's basically a very close first and second, followed by an absolute chaos of a third place here. They're the only placings at the moment. And we're going to find out who gets the gold. There are, I don't think I covered this, but there is a prize for first, a prize for second, a prize for third.
Oh, nice.
No prizes for fourth and fifth.
I think that's just endangered Dan greatly, that knowledge.
Yeah.
So we're going to jump right back in to the start of another round. Let's see if Facefax can start to pull their lead back from the Plunderbolts, who are in jeopardy themselves. Go on, what? Sorry.
No. I was just saying no.
You say no. No is correct, Colin. The return. You clearly did. The returned aren't getting on very well with their horses, and they are becoming aware of that as one of them takes a bow and arrow out of his chariot, leans over and targets the nearest chariot, which is, of course, the Plunderbolt's axe beaks, and unleashes an arrow at an axe beak, successfully hitting it. He chooses to be non-lethal, therefore taking a damage to the Plunderbolt's speed, which means that arrow hitting the Plunderbolts. Oh, the Plunderbolts! Stronzo rolled a natural 1 on his animal handling check. Took his hands off the reins last fortnight to shoot at Liax, and that was costly. An arrow hits one of the axe beaks, and the Plunderbolt's chariot comes drastic, almost to a stop. Liax, you almost jerked forward. You punch a gladiator off this chariot, and then everything slows almost to a crawl.
Wow.
Facefax goes charging off ahead, and you almost start to draw level with the other three chaos fuckers. Speaking of which, we'll pick up with the Deadly Digits chariot team, which is increasingly spread across the entire hippodrome at this point. Let's go with technically the person who's still just in the lead is Liax. Liax, you are engaged in battle with the Ludus. That Ludus, the Plunderbolt's chariot, has slowed drastically. What are you going to do?
Are we stopped or are we still moving?
Still moving. Still moving.
I love that this is messed with the plan of chucking them over the edge, because now they can just literally get back on.
Do I see Stromboni now?
Yeah, I mean, you're still on the chariot. He's on the chariot. You're both on
can
the
I
chariot.
attack him?
Yeah, you could. Yeah. You take attacks of opportunity from one other person, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Let's try that.
Okay, you lean in, you wade forward. You've waited weeks for this opportunity, and now Chariot, face to face, engages the battle of the Deadly Digits versus Stronzo the asshole Stromboni.
19.
19 is a hit.
Yeah.
Max damage, 8 points.
8 points of damage. He leans over, he wildly wrestles with the axe beaks and starts shouting curses at them, and you just absolutely elbow drop him from the back. Do you want to do the damage, or do you want to have their chariot take a speed penalty? It's your choice, buddy.
How badly would he look injured if I hit him with an 8?
I'm not going to tell you that. It would be 8 points of damage.
Big ass.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to his max hit points, how bad would it be?
I'll reduce their speed.
Okay, you reduce their speed even further. You distracting blow Stronzo. You smack him in the back of the head, foregoing any damage. You're not looking to knock him out. You are making him lose this race, which... Furthermore, the Plunderbolt's chariot just has the worst round possible. An arrow goes into their axe beak. They roll a natural 1 in their animal handling, and then the Liax turns up from behind and donkey punches Stronzo. Their chariot has drawn level with the Deadly Digits chariot.
Right.
You now see Liax and Stronzo dueling in their chariot as it pulls alongside or rather as you pull alongside theirs.
Can I
fingers. We're
use my move to jump onto the Deadly Digits? Or would it be an action?
Sorry, wait, let me make you take that attack of opportunity. I never did, did I?
Zangief style, pile drive him off the chariot.
Okay, cool. That's 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Someone elbows you in the ribs. You made an attack. You haven't made a move. You haven't used your bonus action.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, I'd let you make a move action to try and jump if you wanted to.
Let's do it.
So we're coming back past. That's
athletics
great,
or
man.
acrobatics?
Yeah, athletics. No advantage to this because Baron's not helping you.
Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. That is a 19.
19. You sail free of combat with Stronzo Stromboni.
Way better than when you were being helped.
Yeah.
Just jump and land onto the chariot. Amidst the groaning of wood that you're all crashed into the side, there's just another boosh as the Liax jumps onto the chariot. It's really easy to do now because the Baron's not on it anymore. Your landing pad is good. So you're back on the Deadly Digits chariot.
There you go, brother. It's all a matter of the clanging and the banging, brother.
Tremendous.
Dash still held of the reins. He's going to
So-
try and... Oh,
Yeah, go for it. I was
that
going to
right?
say which one of you is doing it, but it's you, Dash.
he's still got the reins, so he's still going to try and steer into to give them D-finger.
Wait, so you are... I need you to make an animal handling check for the speed.
Yeah.
And did you say you're also going to make a melee attack with the finger
The
blades?
finger's going to try and like run through the... Yeah.
And whose chariot will that be? You,
That's-
at this moment, you are probably in contact with Dan the Handbag Man, Moss Time, and the Plunderbolts. Who's your target going to be, Dash?
It's going to be the Blunderbolts, am I right?
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
it's got to be the
Calling them different names is tight.
I'm going to give the Blunderbolts D-finger.
Okay,
It's the
all
same
right.
joke I made, but with the Blunderbolts.
So, with
diss.
attacking with the chariot, what I need you to do is I need you to make a melee attack,
Okay.
right? As you would do normally.
Okay. All right. It's a 9.
That's a 9 is not enough to
Not
hit.
enough, is it?
Now, there are rules for if you fail. There are rules for if you crit fail. You didn't crit fail, but you did
Thank
fail. You're in swerving your chariot to try and hit the Blunderbolts. You have just come behind theirs by 5 feet.
Ooh, okay.
So they're
okay.
directly in front of you now. All right,
right.
so you didn't hit, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world. I'd like to remind you all as well, you do have that bag of shells in your chariot. I'm just going to
we
point
do,
that
we
out
do, we
there.
do.
Yeah.
You could toss them at Baron if you want. Like, so
You should have taken them and spread them all across the thing on the other side of the
Oh,
track.
that would have been great. Like
That's-
banana skins, lay them out.
Yeah.
it's legitimately
fine.
not a bad idea.
All right, turn it around, come back over, give me the...
I just need your animal handling check as
Yeah,
well. What
sure.
did you get?
My animal handling is... It's 21.
21.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Deadly Digits pull clear of the chaos in the corner and go surging past the Plunderbolts into second place.
Right.
Whee!
Now's a good time for the shells, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
we've got those two coming behind us. 3 behind us.
Yeah, so I guess it wasn't me. So Rama would like
Yeah,
to grab,
Rama, what have
grab
you-
the shells.
Yeah.
And just sort of like, so we've got all 3 of them behind us.
No. Yes, you
Yes.
have. However,
Almost
given
time
that,
down.
given that, like the Plunderbolts are kind of on your left as you're looking at it, and then Moss Time and Dan are on your right, you won't be able to get. You can either get the Plunderbolts, or you can get Moss Time and Dan. Those are your choices, Rama. Rama stands there, the reels rumbling underneath him, free of the reins, clutching the bag of shells.
It's tempting to go for the 2, but it's going to have to be the Plunderbolts. Because
No,
I
but
still think
they're-
they're the biggest threat.
Yeah, but
Dan,
even with
Moss Time have only got 1 horse.
They have only got one horse.
They've
They've
only got
only
one
got one
horse and they're
horse.
pretty fucked. Dan is Dan. However, the Plunderbolts, I mean, they're having a terrible time of it, but they could easily just go...
Yeah.
So, Rama, he doesn't have to use all of them, does he?
There is a one-use item. You have to chuck all of them out in order for them to have any effect.
This is probably the only chance you're going to have
It
in
is
front of the
the-
Plunderbolts.
they are a one-use item.
He just like launches those shells at the Plunderbolts.
You tip out the bag, and a cascade of red, blue, and green shells come crumbling out as they just.
Such a stupid image. Because in my head, it's real.
Yeah, right,
It's just all these shells going...
Yeah, I think the gift.
So many tortoises.
Yeah, so many tortoise people. They go through shells, and they grow new ones. Sometimes it's voluntary. Sometimes.
Yeah.
They go cascading over the race course, and seeing this low, classless trick, the crowds all start going boo, boo. No, we don't like that. They don't like the shells. It's not sporting, apparently. Apparently, so I need the Plunderbolts to make a. Okay, no, I need the rider to make. Okay, cool. Ooh, the shells sliding over the racecourse straight to the horses of the Plunderbolt's chariot. It's not bad, but I don't think it's going to be enough. We have the... Okay, so... the horses, already in a bit of turmoil, go staggering around the shells. One of them slips and tumbles dramatically. The chariot not only falls back 30 feet... But also, one of the animals tumbling over the shells brings the chariot to a halt for 1 round.
Wow.
Oh my God, we have obliterated them.
The Plunderbolts,
Poor guys.
depending on how the next 2 rolls go for the other chariots, may well be in last place. So Moss Time. Moss Time have got a good roll. They're recovering, but they've still only got 1 horse. Dan. It pulls into 3rd place.
Dan. He's dead.
Okay, so that coming up as you face Fax and Dan now all approaching the bend. So you're all starting to veer off to your left. You see face Fax now. They're sort of like purple and black faced chariot way off on your left, still in the lead, but they're the only ones you can see in front of you. Just to your right is a grinning with tears streaming down his face Dan with his handbag themed chariot, and then way back behind you can see the remnants of Moss Time's chariot. Behind them somewhere is the Plunderbolts. That's a good round, guys.
That's good.
That's a fucking great round. You've now used the shells. We're going back to face Fax's chariot, and as they go around the bend, they look around for anybody else that might be behind them, and sure enough, they see. All right, so their roll's not bad. Kind of average, but their archer on the back leans over and takes aim at Dash on the reins. What's your AC?
My AC is 14.
Okay. That's a natural 20.
Oh, you can't argue with that, can you?
Shoot. It's the natural
can't
20.
argue.
The returned with cold lethality stares sightlessly back at Dash, and with just a whisker of arrow sails through the air, aiming at Dash. He is going to choose not to do lethal damage, but to do a penalty to your speed.
Okay.
And being as that's a crit, that's 20 feet of falling behind.
Okay.
Dash, you take the hit, you're stunned momentarily. The arrow comes out of nowhere, it slices through the air straight into you. You lose your grip on the reins momentarily, and you drop drastically behind.
Okay.
The Plunderbolts. Okay. There is a roar of rage from somewhere on the racecourse.
What? 2 in a row.
So, rolling that natural 20. The Plunderbolt's chariot comes up alongside the remnants of Moss Times. The Plunderbolts have a spellcaster. I'm just going to make a couple of rolls here. Moss Time's chariot goes up in flames. There is a lightning bolt cast.
Oh, shit.
It's not quite a lightning bolt, but what looks like a lightning bolt to the crowd as they cheer. It slices through the front of the reins, cutting the remaining animal free. As it tumbles to a halt, someone just gets out with a massive glaive and just sticks it in the wheels. It goes flying head over heels in slow motion. The remains of Moss Time's chariot. Splasher Banks herself is spiraling out of control. She hits the ground. The chariot hits the ground, smashes into pieces. And the remains of her ludus do as well. Moss Time are out. Plunderbolts are definitely back in.
4th guaranteed, guys.
Yeah.
Now all we've got to do is take out Dan and we get a prize.
Baron, up ahead of you, there are 2 members of Moss Time picking themselves up from the remains of their chariots.
So I'm not chasing the chariots?
Yes.
No, I'm not. No, I'm running across the track. I want to get them when they come back around the other way. Like, there's no point chasing the chariots.
Oh, okay.
So I went 90 degrees and just ran off the track, and I'm running across the middle of the arena so that when everyone comes back around the other way, they'll be heading towards me.
So, nice. However, getting to the grassy spot in the middle of the arena where the arbiters are, you come up against like a wall of force. There's no way of accessing that middle grassy bit to defend the arbiters. You can run backwards if you want to try and intercept them on their way round.
I'm trying to do the math on that, on movement. Well, I can't catch them, so yeah, I guess, okay, I'll do that.
Okay, cool. So you were doing that last round, right?
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Okay, cool. Are you saying anything to the crowds as you go past?
He's just waving.
Make a performance check or anything? Do you want to do that? You don't have to. It's up to you.
Yeah, I guess I can.
I mean, it's up to you. It's
All right.
up to you, buddy.
Yeah,
Sure.
if you want me to
Get some kudos.
That's an 18.
18. What are you doing?
Just waving.
Just waving.
Don't do some cartwheels as well?
No. He's the Baron is a very low energy performer.
He's a waver.
The Baron's the Baron is a waver. The Baron believes that people should be into him, whatever. Like he only cares that there is a reaction. He doesn't care if it's positive or negative. He literally is just fame hungry. That's like he's just addicted to being in the spotlight. Yeah. He doesn't care which way around it goes.
So coming back round to another go. We have. Oh no, sorry, I didn't even make any fucking animal handling checks for face facts. No, I did. It's back around to your guys' go. So you guys. It's the current race goes like this. Face facts are still in the lead. The deadly digits are coming up some way behind them. They're taking a bad hit. Behind them are the plunderbolts. The plunderbolts have just disintegrated Moss Time, and they are drawing level, or about to draw level, with Dan the Handbag Man.
Okay.
Somewhere on that racetrack, the Baron is running backwards across the finish line. So, we're back at your guys' go. You are basically all three of you on the chariot. I need animal handling check from the rider, please.
It's a natural one.
A natural one. The gap drastically increases between you and Face Facts as you fall even further behind, far behind them, as the ominous lightning bolt shape of the Plunderbolt's chariot, all that work you put in to making them fall behind, is now being eaten back up as the deadly, intent eyes of Stronzo Stromboni come whistling across the race course.
You know, use my bonus action to say, Rama, take the reins.
Rama just looks at you
after that amazing throw that you just had.
Yeah, it was like.
I'm gonna say you'll be able to do that again next time. I can't allowing.
I'm not taking the reins back. You've committed now,
and I'm doing that because I got hit with the crossbow and it's shaken me. That was my thinking in his mind.
Okay,
do you know what I mean?
Okay, so what are you two doing on your chariot? The Plunderbolts are not so far behind. Dan the Handbag Man is somewhere out on your right. What do you want to do?
Because this is why I was on the reins in the first place. Because unless I'm defending the chariot, I've got.
Can I jump to Dan the Handbag Man
with a good athletics check? Certainly.
I want to jump on. He's got donkeys as well, hasn't he?
He has got donkeys.
I want to jump on one of the donkeys. So basically, I want to jump onto one of the donkeys, and then pull its ear so it veers in front of Stromboni.
Okay.
Or crashes into the...
Okay, so to land on a donkey from a chariot, I will ask you to roll an athletics check with disadvantage.
Okie dokie.
Says yes anyway. What a madman.
Yeah.
Just trying to put him off.
Oh, it doesn't...
If you miss this, jump. Again, the Leonin goes sailing through the air in an opposite direction. Dan looks up.
So that is a 6 and a 21.
A 6 and a 21. Rolling with disadvantage, we're taking the 6. Liax the Lionheart goes sailing in slow motion.
Don't worry, brother. I got this.
Da 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 da. Do do da 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 da. And just goes past, and Dan the Handbag Man's going, no, what are you doing? Hits the donkey side on, smashes into it, goes rolling across the floor, gets taken under by the heels of the donkey, and then hit by the chariot wheel. Ross.
It worked! Yeah!
Ross, you take...
Oh, God. Just pulled out my microphone.
And that's how the turn could get worse.
Yeah.
I've got a little thing for that if you want to...
That's all right.
You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
He is down.
I was going to do a whole thing with my stick. I was going to get you back in the chariot. Nah.
I was going to use my my health potion, but I just was like, you know what? Fuck it.
So you crash into the side of the donkey, you go underneath the hooves of the other donkey, go underneath the wheel, and are promptly knocked unconscious on the track of the Hippodrome. The crowd, however, from their angle, see Liax jumping towards Dan the handbag man's chariot, and then see Liax not responsive on the floor afterwards. They assume he's taken you out. They all start cheering for the handbag man as he sails. I just don't know what happened. I'm not even sure I did anything.
Amazing.
You're on 0 hit points.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. So, all right. Baron, you'll be
Double move.
on the other side of the track right now. You can see in the distance, way ahead of you, a column of dust as Face Fax's chariot, the returned, with their full complement of gladiators, with their fully unharmed horses, are charging towards you. They're still a long way away yet. What would you like to do?
I would like to look for somewhere to hide
On a race course.
on my... hey, you'd let Drum do it.
No, I would. Well, I mean, he's a rogue. He's a rogue, and
He's
it was
literally
also-
hidden in a shadow before. hasn't
He did do that one time.
Why don't you hide it like Desert Storm style, like, you know, in the floor, on the floor, like cover yourself in dust.
That is the only way you're going to be able to do that.
The Baron plants his feet in the centre of the racecourse, in the middle of the track as the column of dust appears, opens his pack, takes out a shaker, pours himself a martini, puts it away, and just stands there sipping as the dust gets closer and closer, with lightning crackling around his hand.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll allow you to prepare an action if you like.
I mean, are they likely to get to me? It sounds like they're like 2 rounds away. If they're going to get to me within a round, then yeah, I absolutely prep an action.
Yeah, I'm going to say they're 2 rounds away from you.
2 rounds. Oh, I got around to drink martinis then, so I'm good.
Baron has a martini.
Nice.
Crowd go, but why don't we get martini? Why don't you sell martinis at the Hippodrome? I'm outraged. The Baron sits and waits his time. We're going back round for another round. Face Fax charging, still in the lead, untouched so far. Their handling check is bad. Perhaps they're intimidated by the sight of one solitary figure staring them down.
Drinking martini.
But they start to stumble. We're going to go round to the deadly digits next. And no, actually, I should go to the Plunderbots next. Sorry, my bad. Let's see if they can pull it up. It's a good roll, everyone. They charge back up. And doing so, they pass Dan the handbag man. The Blunderbolts are the only other chariot on the racecourse with blades on their wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dan.
However, Stronzo misses. He dramatically tilts the chariot sideways, misses Dan the handbag man, who somehow evades the attack, falls 5 feet behind him, and is now behind Dan the handbag man. The remaining archer in the Plunderbolts Ludus chariot will take aim at Dan the handbag man.
Dan is the protagonist of this scene. There's
yeah.
no doubt about it.
Story.
It's a miss. The arrow goes wide. He's fucking untouchable. I don't know what's going on.
He's going to win this race somehow.
And then his final... Oh, no, actually, I shouldn't go to his first. You guys go now. The ones that are still on the Ludus. I'm pointing at Ross. Ross is out. Ross, just for the fun of it, make a death saving throw for me.
Yeah, baby.
Is he just going to quietly die on the track?
I mean, it's
That's
like...
a natural 1.
Okay, so that's two deaths. That's 2 deaths. That's 2 death saving fails failed.
One more and I'm dead.
As you lay
What a way
there,
to go, though. Like-
as you lay there unconscious, you aren't aware of this. What the players don't know, what your player don't know, is that Splasher and her remaining gladiator have taken to running the last bit of the race, and they come to you where you are.
Coup de grace.
Yeah. Colin, what are you doing? Oh, sorry, I need an animal handshake from you.
It's a 12.
It's a 12. Okay, it's. Do you know what? It's better than what Face Fax rolled last time.
Okay.
You are coming kind of close to where they are now because they rolled so badly. They're still in the lead, but only just. What else are you doing?
I was
2 of you left on the chariot at this point.
We can't use our fingers on them at the moment, right? Because they're not up alongside us.
You can't use. No. Next round, maybe you might be able to use.
No D fingers right now.
Not right now, buddy. Not right now.
All right, and I can't shoot a crossbow while I'm doing a thing, can I?
Your hands are on the reins.
I literally can't do anything.
Yeah. It's almost as if,
Yeah, I'm busy.
Yeah.
I'm busy,
You
man.
are busy. There's someone on the chariot who isn't that busy, but
Yep.
No, and it's making him angry. He fucking rages as he gets close to the thing, and so Ram would like to go into a rage.
okay.
Yeah,
You get
so he just starts getting
all this dust, all these chariots being upended. all
He's
this blood.
he's cross. He's on the thing. Liax, he's seen that happen to Liax. That really pissed him off. There's nothing he can do right now. He's a frustrated Lenin, so he's just going to rage.
You're raging and angry. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because there's until we get a bit closer.
Yeah. Well, I
You
mean, you're
could-
kind of close.
Could you grab my cross? Could you do that? I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do, but could you do
Let him do that if he wanted to.
Yeah, if you want to just hand the crossbow over.
He can't hand it because he's got hands on the reins. You'd have to
Yeah.
take it. It'd take the rest of your action to take that.
I guess I could use my bonus to say, shoot my crossbow or something.
Yeah, I'll take this crossbow off him.
and then just shoot me.
One in the back of the head.
Yeah, exactly.
Take my reins, will you? Max damage.
Never take my reins.
All right.
I can't shoot it this round.
Yeah, fuck it, you can.
All right, I'd like to
you go.
shoot the crossbow.
It wasn't
I'd like
being-
to aim at their... Are they X-Beaks or horses?
At the face faxes, they only have horses.
I'd shoot at their horses, try and
Okay,
make them drop back so I can get my...
Make a ranged attack.
Okay. That's not good.
Plus 4.
We are rolling so shit.
It's 10.
He won't be proficient in it either. 'cause
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'm not. So, what just out of interest? What would the roll be? What would I add to it?
you'd need to make I think it's only 11 their AC. I'm pretty sure. So
Be your
it's
dex.
not much off. No. Oh no, it's only 10. What are you adding to it?
I would say 10. What am I adding to it? What do I
Your
add?
is what is
Be
it?
your
A
dex
cross-
mod.
It says
yeah. If
dex mod.
it's a
must
finesse
be
weapon,
dex.
you can use your strength mod. But
But he's not a person.
So it'd be
Oh,
plus
okay,
2.
so yeah, so
it'd be
it's
plus
plus-
4 if you were proficient, but it's
Yeah, so it's only plus 1.
Yeah.
So that's actually not that good enough to 7.
So never mind. The crossbow bolt goes sailing wide, and Rama, for all your rage, you're
He's
still
like,
just
"Oh," just reloads it.
lying in a wooden cage. The next. Oh, who else have we got left on this fucking team? We just did you, didn't we?
Baron.
I've lost track of which round we're in.
Yeah, yeah.
If
No,
we're
this
in
is the next
martini
round.
or
No,
shit
this is
handing
the
round.
same
You had a
round.
martini.
Yeah, it's the same round.
You had a
It's the
martini.
same round?
I think it's the same one, yeah.
Either way, well, you were two away, and so now I mean, I should roll again for face facts, but you just took an attack on them. If we're going back to the top again, Dan. It's a fucking great roll, everyone. Dan. It's come straight back round. There's a battle, a fierce battle for second and first now. Unbelievable stuff.
Wow.
If he overtakes everyone and the Baron just murders Dan and lets by fact win.
Yeah.
Plunderbolts also rolled. There was a 19 on the dice, so we now have an almost equal charge to the finish with, very tightly here, in first position, face facts. In joint second, with level with each other, the Deadly Digits and Plunderbolts, who are equal with each other.
Right.
And just behind you both is Dan the Handbag Man.
Amazing.
You've got about 2 rounds before you hit the finishing line, and
Right.
up ahead of you somewhere, there is the Baron standing having a martini.
Yeah.
Somewhere on the other side of the racecourse, Liax is bleeding out.
But we don't know that.
So, the second to last round, with face facts, have an amazing roll. They get
Okay.
control of their chariots. They're returned, charge forward.
Did you just roll 2 18s and a 19 there?
think so. I think I
you
did,
did, yeah.
Jeez.
We'll go with the Plunderbolts next. Stromboni's Seething Rage. It's a pretty good roll. It could be better or worse, but they are certainly vying for second place. Digits.
10.
A 10.
10.
I thought you said you'd give him the reins.
No, we haven't done that. We haven't swapped the reins over.
You didn't do that.
No, we didn't swap the reins over, did
Yeah,
we?
you didn't. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you said you were going to do that.
We
so.
used our actions for something else. So-
Well, you could have done it this round, but you've rolled and you rolled a 10. So the
we go.
digits are still in third. just want to know where Dan's going to come. It's more than 10.
Are we next to Dan?
Dan,
I can't do it.
Dan passes you. But however, you still, as the person on the reins, have got the option to make a melee attack with the finger blades. Your choices are the plunderbolts and Dan the handbag.
Do a melee on the blunderbolts.
All right, roll the attack.
Yep.
Come on. Oh, surely.
Throw that dice away.
Surely. Just throw it.
9. It's a 9.
It's a 9. It's not going to be
Yeah,
enough.
it's not
That's
enough.
incredible. You fall 5 feet behind the
Shit.
plunderbolts as you pass Stronzo's grinning face as he pips you for second place. There is 1 round left.
Wow.
I would
Oh
like to
my
fire that crossbow. If I'm
Okay.
going to say that you imprint thing at the axe beaks that are left on Stromboni.
Okay, cool.
To try and slow them down.
Make that attack. Make that attack. This might be
It
it.
is a 19 on the die.
That's going to be a hit. Do you want to do damage or do you want to slow him
I
down?
want to slow them down.
You slow him down. Stronzo Stromboni's grin freezes as you then draw equal with the plunderbolts again in joint second place.
Amazing.
Unless, you know the one that was injured that stumbled? Is that axe beak actually injured?
Would you? Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Or is it still intact?
I'd say it was. Okay, make a perception check.
I would like to make a perception check. It's a 15 on the die, so
Okay.
that's pretty high.
Yeah, that axe beak is bleeding profusely underneath its feathers.
Can I do lethal damage against that one instead?
You want to? Okay, cool.
Do I think it would look? Does it look on its literal last legs?
I mean, you can't tell that much.
I mean,
We're really asking a lot on these damage rolls today. aren't we?
Yeah, right.
I mean, there's a lot riding on it.
I mean, my perception is that would be 19 on my perception. Can I?
Perception. Yeah, it's a good
sight
roll.
beyond
And
sight?
I told you that yes,
It
that
is
axe beak is indeed wounded. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Hot shot.
What do you want to do, James? What are you going to do?
Shoot it.
I'm going to try and shoot it for damage.
You want to kill the axe beak?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a crossbow damage. What's that,
What is
Colin?
what is
What's
crossbow
it do?
damage?
It is.
Probably 1d8, right?
1d8 plus 2.
Well, no, hang
it'd be
on. Your
plus 1.
Your plus 2 is your dex mod, so whatever your dex mod is, James, 1 plus 1 that.
All right, Scott.
It's 8. It's max
Yeah.
damage. It's 9 on the die.
Max
It's 9
damage.
points of damage.
Rama focuses
Yeah.
his rage with all his fury.
It's literally like there's this red tunnel. He's just looking down.
Love that.
With his stolen crossbow made of equine fury, launches a crossbow bolt. It sails straight through the ear canal of the axe beak and comes out the other side. Its body twists, its gleaming beak shines in the sunlight as it comes stumbling to a halt, and Stronzo's chariot immediately lurches round to the left, slowing it dramatically as their animal has been slain. Liax, make your final death saving throw, please. And I just want a little bit of silence here, because this is effectively like 60-40 Ross is out the game. Okay, because we glossed over it because it's been very exciting. However, remember it's a d20 plus your constitution mod.
That is good. It's a 16 on the die.
Okay, 1 stabilized.
And then so
You're still unconscious. All you need to do is 1 more fail. You need to roll twice more to stabilize. Maybe it won't get there. Maybe the race will finish before you die. Maybe.
Maybe once a face
Maybe.
splasher will help you out.
Yeah, but what's the
Maybe.
chance that she's a healer? Do you reckon she was a healer, bro?
no.
No, she's a wrestler.
She's a wrestler. Although I do have
She might have a potion.
I have a potion in my pack, so
Yeah, she can just steal that. Baron, now a massive column of dust. There are like 4 chariots heading towards you, and some of them are visible. You can kind of make out the bronze mask on the face Fax's chariot.
Excellent. And then I in that case, I'm going to make sure I'm right in front of Face Fax as it's bearing down. I'm readying a spell. It's going to go off when they get within 5 feet of me. When they're just about to run me over.
Oh shit!
The action's going off.
Holy fucking shit.
That's badass, man.
Okay.
That's
We
badass.
said we had 1 more round till that happens. So in that round, Face Fax charge forward with an absolutely average roll. Their animals are starting to tire. It's been a long race. Lots of things have happened. It's not a good roll. Plunderbolts, they are just in... Oh, no, they're equal with you guys. It's a terrible roll for the plunderbolts. They have been jolted and distracted by their animal loss. Also, having an axe beak dead, Stronzo with his last gasp shouts a curse at you. No, I will not fucking allow it.
And literally, as he passes by, there's just a finger from Rama just being like,
Rama gives him a finger.
All of the fingers on the chariot.
Yeah.
You pass the plunderbolts, but not before they get one final and possibly their only ever chance to make an attack on your chariot with their own lightning blades.
It's mid.
It's mid. So that would be a 13. Your chariot's AC is... Oh, sorry, I haven't had to look at this for such a long time.
it's not going to be high.
I don't know, we spent a lot of money on random shit for it.
You spent a lot of money on weapons and nothing on defense. The AC is 12. Making that a hit. Now,
bugger.
Just going to get out some D10s. Okay, so the damage from a fingerblade wheel, a fingerblade wheel or a lightning blade thing, is 2d10 plus 3. Chariots have 20 hit points. Stronzo has rolled a 10
Mate.
and a 7.
Mate.
That plus 3 means that the lightning blade smashes into the wheel,
Right at the end.
carves through it, shattering the spokes. All the wood begins to splinter and collapse in on itself. The two remaining riders on that chariot, which
Yeah.
I believe are Dash and Rama.
That's right.
I need you to make dexterity saving throws for me, please.
Oh,
We can still win it. We can win it on foot.
I was going to try and leap to Dan's chariot. Was my intention.
Mine's a 12. It's not great.
It's a dex saving throw, straight up dex.
Dex saving throw.
It's a 13.
Okay. First off, what happens is your chariot begins to splinter and like you're leaping out of the way. You both take just a 1d4 damage. That's all. So you both take 4 points of damage. And what did you want to do if you succeeded that roll, James?
So, are we near Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to jump on Dan's chariot and take over Dan's chariot.
Okay. You jumping, seeing the lightning blade carve into, seeing the grinning rictus of Stronzo Stromboni as he smashes into your chariot, bringing you down with him. You leap clear, and you do in fact manage to land on Dan, the handbag man's chariot, much to his chagrin. You smash into it. You take another, because it wasn't the best dexterity save, you take another 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
But you are on Dan, the handbag man's chariot.
Can Dash do the same?
Dash rolled lower on his dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
Dash, you jump.
Right.
Your hoof clips one of the fingers as you jump free of it, and you come tumbling down onto the race course, taking a further 4 points of bludgeoning damage
All right.
and landing relatively on your knees and on your feet. Your chariot up ahead of you begins to slew and spray out splinters and bits of wood. It comes to a halt as the donkeys pulling it finally sort of stop, realizing that their riders have all gone.
Okay.
You are behind Facefax's chariot, and the Plunderbolt's chariot slowly careens basically to the side, right?
Okay.
They're not an insurmountable away from you, but they only have one horse.
Right.
One axe beak, sorry.
Just get on the hawk. Get on.
Don't give. I was going to do it anyway. Russ.
Sorry. Rama.
Because everyone thinks it's just your idea.
With you, it means you're 3/4 of the way to 2 horses. You can,
Yeah.
Rama, you are on Dan, the handbag man show. What the hell are you doing?
So, Rama just looks down at Dan.
break his neck.
Like, so, yeah. Just sort of shrugs apologetically, and then he'd like to try and grab him and just hurl him off the back of his own chariot. Now, because I'm raging, I do get advantage on strength checks.
Yeah. What? No, wait, all I need need to do is cross the finishing line, and I'm going to be in business for years.
Sorry.
No, don't take this away from me. It's going to be my career. I've made it so far. I'm going to do it.
You monster! Gonna fling him straight to the lightning blades.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Okay, the festivals they're not great.
Honestly, I'll get so many sponsorship deals if I could just cross that finishing line. That's all I need to do. I didn't even attack your chariot.
I mean, the way Dan's luck has been in this game.
Yeah, right.
So it wasn't the greatest roll. The best roll was 13. Sorry, Dan.
He's a civilian.
Bonus action? Can I G the donkeys, or is that?
Yeah, make an animal handling check, you fucking monster. Dash as you pick yourself up, battered, bloody, bruised. There's just a you look up and Dan just rolls across the dirt.
Yeah.
Oh fucking hell! Oh god, my everything I want to do is sell Santa handbags.
It's not great. It's 10.
It's 10. You can't even. You do pull ahead of the plunderbolts as Stronzo Stromboni is spitting and cursing. He aims a bit of a lightning bolt at you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Oh, it's not good.
Oh,
That's
shit.
4.
Okay, you take 5 points of lightning damage. Your first charged and singed.
I can take that.
Baron, are you ready?
Oh, here we go.
So, the last remaining chariots charging towards you is Facefax. They would have been in the lead by not very much at all had it not been for the absolute clusterfuck that's happened behind them. But as it turns out, they're pretty much the only chariot that's heading towards you right now. Baron, you've been waiting for round after round. What are you going to do?
The Baron tosses his martini glass aside as the sound of the hooves just rises to a thunder. He had one. He had one martini. He made it last.
Sorry, it's been 12
Not
seconds.
all of us bosh our martinis like you do, Ross. He tosses the glass aside as the hooves thunder up and looks up holding his staff. Says, "There's only one way to deal with a two-faced man." And just before it hits him, he goes, "Right up the Janus!" And just launches himself corkscrewing into the air. Heightened thunder wave hits the thing, 10-foot fly, and just flies up above it as the thunder wave hits the chariot as it goes beneath him.
Goes down. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Okay, great.
And
So,
just 30-foot cone just hoses the horses and everyone on that chariot. That's con saves, please.
and they were G'ing up as well. Bifax was really G'ing up that thing because he thought he was just going to run straight over you. Con saves. First, for the gladiators. Almost certainly a fail. Then, for the horses.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Is a natural 20.
Roll like a DM.
Now for Bifax himself. What's the DC?
DC 12. Yeah.
What happens on a success?
Success. I think nothing.
What happens to does it do damage?
So, on a successful save, nothing happens. On a failed save, you take damage, you're pushed 10 feet away. In addition, all unsecured objects within the area are pushed 10 feet away.
Okay, so bear in mind that the chariot also has hit points, and it would
the chariot would...
It would take damage. How much damage?
It is 3d8 damage.
Would you like to roll those
I would love to
3d8?
roll that
Bear in mind that we
3d8.
know the chariot's only got 20 hit points and would be an automatic hit against it because it can't save it.
That's 18.
What? Downwards shredding. The thunder wave of the Baron goes off. The other three gladiators, the other returned, are just blasted clear off it. The horses just get in just ahead of the wave as it hits and are totally unaffected. Bifax looks up at you and his angry face switches round to his smiling face as the thunder wave hits him and he holds control of the reins anyway.
Wow.
However, the damage from that shreds into the chariot, carving into the back of it, cutting it off almost like a sword, but directly behind where Bifax is stood. And the chariot slews dramatically. It sprays around and it is feet away from the finish line. It slews almost entirely to a halt. Bifax is still on it. The horses are still intact, but he stumbles off and goes round to the horses. Baron, you are effectively 30 feet away from Bifax.
Yeah.
We're going to pick it up next round for you.
Okay.
That was Baron, right? So for the final rest of the go, Liax, could you make another death saving throw, please?
Oh my god.
That's a 50.
Okay, cool. It's a success. Dash, you are next to Dan as he's picking himself up. He just fucking threw me off my own chariot. I was about to cross the finishing line.
Dash ignores Dan,
Where are you going?
runs up to the donkeys, right?
What donkeys?
The donkeys on our...
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
And gets on one
Okay.
and tries to ride off. Right?
A centaur riding a donkey.
Make an animal
what I'm
handling
talking
check.
It is good. It's an 18.
It's 18. You. What do you say to your donkey?
Let's go, D-Donkey!
The donkey, happy to have a passenger that he can ride without being on
Amazing.
reins, charges forward. Rama, you are on your stolen chariot. Make an animal handling check.
I'm going to make an animal handling check. It's 20. It's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You charge forward. And finally, this is the chariot you should always have been riding. You should always have been riding this. They listen to you. It turns out when you steal shit, you win. Okay? You surge forward. On your left, you pass the remains of your chariot. The plunderbolts spitting and cursing as they drop behind you. You pass, you draw level with Bifax just at the edge of the finishing line on the remains of his chariot, getting off to try and mount a horse. So we pick up now with everybody. Well, what did you get on your animal handling check again?
It was 18.
Okay, cool. With Dash charging, maybe 40 feet behind, at the finishing line, just about to cross it, is Bifax about to mount a horse, the Baron 30 feet away from him, Dash 45 feet away on a donkey, and Rama about to also cross the finishing line in his chariot. What is everyone doing?
Okay.
All right.
The Baron breaks into a run. Oh, I'm going to regret this. Launches himself off the ground 10 feet in the air, charges his own staff, and is going to cast Catapult and fire the staff into the horse that Bifax is climbing on.
And what save does the horse need to make for that?
The horse needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Killed so many horses.
Up the butthole!
He got a 9.
That's a fail.
Okay.
The horse takes 12 points of damage.
And is almost entirely and instantly no, he's got like 13 hit points. He's fine. He's not fine. He's very badly wounded. He's mauled. It's horrific. He probably can't run. In fact, I'm going to say he can't run, but he's still alive. You haven't committed that much murder yet. But Bifax gets on the horse. A staff just goes. Bifax gets off the horse and looks around.
And the Baron uses that 10 feet of... So he's got his own movement, and then he's got the 10 feet of flight from it. He gets it to just land face to face with Bifax, at which point his back goes a little bit and he's like, oh, this was a bad idea.
Cool. Dash, what are you doing?
Dash is going to steam ahead on that donkey to try and come and level with Rama.
Okay, so your move actions to charge up
Just
to cross the
charge
finishing line?
and to try and cross the finishing line. Yeah,
So
just
you
to be the
pass
first team.
the Baron and Bifax face to face.
Amazing.
What are you going to do, Dash?
Nice face, Bifax! As he goes past. And literally just head to the finish line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we resolve the finish line encounter, Rama, what are your intentions with the chariot?
He is just going to crack the reins to try and cross the finish line.
Okay, so your intent is to cross finish line as well, not do anything else?
Well, because it's very close, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. And I was wondering, can I shoot the crossbow as well?
Say both hands are on the reins.
Yeah, so I figured if I'm just going to go for it, I just have to go for it.
Okay, well, in this case, I'd like both of you to make animal handling checks to see which of you crosses the finish line first, and I'm going to resolve something else.
Okay.
Just roll it, don't announce it yet.
Okay.
Bifax's smiling face, Baron, you're face to face with it. You see the sun gleam on it. You're really up close. Bifax is a towering figure made of like a huge, like sort of black robe, which is cinched in at places, but the body underneath seems to be made of like ash muscle and is like constantly in some sort of wisp. This thing is sort of towering. It towers even for you, and you're a Minotaur, right? This mask gleams, however, and you see your perfect reflection in it as you get up close to it. There is a kchk as the smiling face turns to the angry face. And Bifax surges away from you.
I'm going to make an attack of opportunity.
Oh, fuck! You knew I was going to do it! Okay.
I'm going to try and headbutt Bifax with my horns.
Make an attack roll.
Oh.
Come on, Baron.
I have never done it. It's a 4. No, it's nothing.
That's a shame.
This is by a mile.
Summons it up. Maybe I can do it. Maybe I can be the... Nope, it's not going to be me. Never mind. Bifax surges forward and flings himself bodily at a particular donkey.
Yeah.
What's your AC, Dash?
My AC's 14.
Okay. Now, which one of you two... What were your animal handling checks?
I got 19.
I got a 19.
Oh, shit. No fucking way.
We should have both been on the race the whole time, bro.
High fives over the microphones.
Then I can only honor the dice gods as Bifax flings himself like an ashen weapon across the finishing line towards a donkey. But in that moment, the donkey and the chariot pull across the finishing line at the exact same time. Bifax rolled a natural 6, meaning he misses you, and he goes flailing past in a silent roar of rage as the two surviving members of the Deadly Digits, well, the two surviving members that didn't choose to do the heroic thing, cross the finish line at the same time, giving it to the double Deadly Digits.
The D-word! Yes, yeah.
Bifax walks across the finishing line furiously, followed by... Oh, wait, hang on. No, Moss Time won't be in it. They're way too far behind, the people running. Dan, the handbag man, was behind, but also so were the Plunderbolts, but they only had a... Fuck it, I'm rolling. Okay.
Yeah, I think
Dan's athletic check is a natural. Okay, the Plunderbolts came third. So there you have it. Arbiters flood onto the field.
Wait, where's Liax?
Before, you know what? Fuck it. Let's have another death saving throw anyway.
Oh shit!
Oh god.
Oh, wrong. That is a 5.
Oh, he's dead. So,
Oh my god!
as you fail, what happens simultaneously is the two Deadly Digits cross the finish line. The crowd erupts in cheers. The Baron walks across as well, level pegging with Bifax. The angry face is fixated on you, Baron. He knows exactly who cost him this victory. He stalks across the finishing line and raises a desultory ashen hand at being awarded second place. And then furiously, raging, a careening chariot totters across the finishing line in third place. Arbiters flood the field. Wine is brought down. Petals are dropped from the roof across the victors as you mount the platform, and as you look around for Liax, there is one arbiter with a wand tapping a still Yonan body, saying, "I can't get him up. He won't stand up." And that is where we're going to leave it.
Oh no, the bitter edge.